The notification popped up at midnight sharp, 5 years ago today. I tapped it without thinking, thumb already halfway across the screen. The image loaded slowly. It showed me asleep on a park bench, a slant of afternoon sun across my face, a half-eaten sandwich on my lap, leaves on the ground in sharp autumn hues. Only I'd never been to that park. I'd never worn that green corduroy jacket, and I certainly don't nap in public. The timestamp read October 15th, 2018, 2:37 p.m. I frowned. Maybe it was some kind of filter prank or old face swap glitch, but the background looked real. The wear on the bench, the graffiti scratched into the wood. Jake was here. I swiped to the next memory. Another photo. Me, smiling, surrounded by strangers at a party. They were all cheering, mid-toast. A cake sat in front of me on the table. Happy 30th, Jake, written in thick blue icing. I stared at the name. Jake. Not me. And I turned 30 in April, not October. I looked closer. In the photo, I was holding up a beer bottle, but my wedding ring, something I never take off, was missing. My left hand looked wrong. The fingers were thinner. The app froze when I tried to tap report error. Then my phone buzzed. Front door. Motion detected. The feed from my security cam opened automatically. A man stood on my porch, motionless. His head tilted slightly, as if listening for something inside. I couldn't see his face clearly. It was pixelated, distorted, like an old JPEG that had been compressed and resaved 100 times. But I recognized the clothes. The same corduroy jacket from the bench photo, same shoes. In his hands, he held a cake. Blue icing. Happy 30th. He didn't knock, didn't move, just stood there, blinking out of sync with the porch light flickering above him. I checked the door locks. All sealed. My phone buzzed again. Another notification. Memory saved. Then, tag yourself? I stared at the screen. The image had updated again. Now the park photo had changed. I was still there on the bench, but I wasn't asleep anymore. I was staring straight at the camera and smiling. My phone screen flickered, white static tearing through the app like a virus. For a moment, I thought I saw another picture flash by. Me. In this room. Right now. But taken from behind me. I spun around. Nothing. But the screen was still buzzing. Jake has accepted your friend request. Then, the lights went out.